Hi, I'm Tiffany Young with IdeateTV, and I'm here with Jessica, and she's the creator of Mieron, and it's a virtual reality headset designed to help people with various things going on with them. Can you explain a little bit about Mieron and what inspired you to create it?
Definitely, thank you. So at Mieron, we create virtual reality neurotherapy exercises, and they're all built in the principles of physical therapy and occupational therapy to promote neurological engagement. Our library is built for all levels of mobility, so we have exercises for head and neck mobility, upper extremity, core and trunk, lower extremity, gait training where you're walking around real trails, and pain management and mental health. And we're used in healthcare systems throughout the world. They use it with other equipment that they have in the facilities or on its own. But the reason that we started the company is it's really special to us. So we've been developing VR for about 10 years now, just different types of activations. And almost 6 or 7 years ago, my partner Josh and I created a narrative experience with this well-known artist in the LA art scene. His name is Greg Crayola Simpkins. And one of the experiences that we did was really based around his inspiration for art, how he draws his inspiration, how that translates into these huge murals that he creates. And after we finished that activation, it got a lot of accolades. Major studios were wondering how we were able to do walking scenes without rigging and no tracking and no parallax lines. We'd invented the hardware to create these elements. And so we were like, okay, well, we have something really powerful here with how we're able to capture VR. 6 months after that activation, the artist called us and told us really sad news that his 5-year-old niece was doing a back bend in her living room, had a spinal stroke, and became paralyzed from the waist down. Just a total freak accident. And she had seen the experience that we did with him and kept telling her parents, remember when we were in LA with Uncle Greg and we painted that mural? And they were like, no, Eden, we weren't there. And she was getting so mad at her parents, thinking, why are you lying to me? We were there, you saw it, I saw it. And it was that power of VR. She was so transformed to this other place that she thought she was there experiencing it. So her parents called us and said, is there anything you can do to help our daughter? And we were like, let's figure it out. The entertainment side of VR is relatively low-hanging fruit. It's easy to be entertained. How can we use it in a more powerful way? So we flew out to Kentucky, where her family moved to get the best care for their daughter. And we just went there and observed what are the rehab activities that she does. What's the primary outcome, the secondary outcome? How do we prevent secondary injuries? And the biggest thing of that trip was, can she wear a VR headset? She's a little kid. So we went out with a headset and we had an experience of Christian Hosoi skateboarding in the Vans swimming pool. And we put it on her to see how will it fit? Is it going to make her nauseous? And she's doing an assisted crawling exercise where someone holds her hips and she has to try to pull forward. And so she started making her own game out of it. She's trying to hit his skateboard out from underneath him. She's pulling and crawling, and we're like, okay, cool, she can wear it. She's not getting nauseous. This is great. Her doctors and parents pulled us to the side and told us this is the real analytical response of what we're seeing. She's exerting herself with much higher intensity for longer. She doesn't need prompting to engage her core. She's doing it naturally. She's not complaining about the pain or her self-imposed limitations with being self-conscious about, at 5 years old, you're a big kid. She's back to the crawling position. And they told us her mental health was just through the roof. So we were like, okay, there's something bigger here. So we started creating targeted experience to aid in her recovery, and soon after it started to encompass so many more types of conditions: brain injury, stroke, MS, Parkinson's, cerebral palsy, all sorts of types of musculoskeletal and mobility disorders.
Wow, that's an amazing story. I'm just taken away and wow, that's really cool. How can people try this device?
Yeah, so right now we deploy to healthcare systems. So doctors, physical therapists, and occupational therapists will use it as a tool to help make rehab more engaging, get better outcomes for their patients. They're doing more reps without realizing it, building that strength. But we're often here at the Abilities Expo. It's one of our favorite shows to attend, getting to have people try it on, see for themselves. You have limited dexterity or mobility, you can still fully participate, which is a big distinction from just commercial VR gaming, right? But we always welcome people to come to our website. They can book a demo with us. We're on the brink of releasing a consumer-oriented product. Right before COVID, we were about to, and then when COVID hit, we decided it's better off as a telehealth product. So we're in people's homes right now through telehealth and also in the healthcare systems.
So cool. Well, Thank you so much for telling us about it. And where can we find it online?
Thank you. We're at Mieron VR on Instagram and Facebook, and MieronVR.com for our website.
Very cool. Well, congratulations. Such a cool story, and it sounds like an amazing breakthrough product.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. We're very happy to share.
Thank you. Tiffany Young with IdeateTV.